Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Ameyaw Can Cook. And already you know I can cook. Anyway, before you find out what I'm cooking today, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And of course, don't forget to comment on this episode, share it, like it, and let's grow this community. Stick and stay, I'll be right back. So what are we cooking today? As you can see, I've got with me some spaghetti. Basically, I've been reading some of the comments that people have been sending in, and some people asked me to cook something with spaghetti, and somebody also asked me if I can do something with mushrooms, something different with mushrooms, and so that helped me to come to the decision to cook what I'm going to cook today. It's quite experimental again, so I'm going to call it buttered garlic spaghetti with beef and mushroom stir fry. It sounds fancy. Yes, it may sound fancy, but I'm going to make it very Ghanaian so that the flavors will be in there. It's not very Eurocentric. So stick and stay. Let's get cooking. Hello guys. So okay, let's go through what we're going to need to do this little food that we're cooking today. So we have a little bit butter. We have sliced mushrooms or chopped mushrooms. We've got beef. We've got baby corn. We've got pepper. We've got ground garlic, ground ginger. We've got some tomatoes. We've got peppers and paprika, chili paprika, as well as onions, and we also have some soy sauce. So let's get ready to cook. All right guys, so it's now time to chop things up and start cooking. I'm also going to chop up the baby corn a little bit. It's quite big, so I just want maybe I'll cut them into two. So it's now time to chop up the onion, and like I keep saying, I like it diced, or at least I try to keep it diced, although I pretty much just chop it anyhow. I believe it's able to retain more flavors that way. Now it's time to go for the beef. It's quite an important ingredient in what we're cooking. So I like to shred it up, keep it very thin in terms of the cuts so that it's easy to cook faster, because we are not going to, normally they say you should cut it alongside is it a grain? Or whatever they want to say. Like I said, we are not proper chefs. We are just cooking it to enjoy. So it's for the flavors and the taste and not perfection. So let me chop it up a little bit more to make it easy to cook. All right, so we're going to start with the noodles, and I'll put it on fire so that it boils, and then at some point I'll put in the pasta. Let me add some salt to it so that there's a little bit of flavor even in the spaghetti while it's boiling, and that will also cut out some of the salt and everything else we put in our garlic buttered spaghetti. All right, so we're now going to work on our beef. So put in a little oil, not too much, as you can tell. We are trying to live a very healthy life. We're going to start with the beef. Alright, so you're going to start with the beef, and I'm going to add a little bit of onions to it for flavoring. So it's going to cook, take shape. Alright, so the water is boiling, and now I want to start preparing the spaghetti. And a chef from Ghana but based in the UK showed me once how to open the pasta, and so let's try it. If it fails, don't blame me, blame him. Alright, so you're supposed to hit it and then like that. Voila! All right, so it's now time for us to do the garlic buttered spaghetti. So we're going to put in the butter. Put in some onions. And then the garlic. So we have the garlic in there, and then tomatoes, and then a little pepper. We do some flavoring and salt. Alright guys, so it's now time for the mushroom and beef sauce. So let's see how it goes. Again, little oil. So we have the soy sauce here. We're going to add some water. So we're going to add the garlic and then some ginger to it, and then stir it up. So we're going to pour our base into it. Add the beef, which has been sitting and waiting. Alright guys, so that's it. Another episode is done and dusted. And make sure you try my cooking recipe. It's made by myself, so you won't find it anywhere else. Give it a try, but most importantly, subscribe so that you don't miss the next episode. And don't forget to try these meals at home. Cheers, happy cooking.